to make a little bit of a transition because how many kids do you have?
5.
You have 5 kids, at least 3 of which I know are in business. Are all 5 in?
4.
4 are in business.
Carrying the Courage, the 5th one.
And I've heard some stories. Your daughter, Megan, owns a retail shop. And I'm curious about what did you teach her before she opened her retail shop? Was it, did you teach her anything? Did you get involved? Did you step back? And
I'm open for any of my children to come in and ask me anything that they want in terms of business. All right, I do not push this practice on anybody, including my children. If they and even our associates, we don't hold a gun to somebody's head and you will practice this, okay? Because our philosophy is that kills innovation. I mean, if I said this is the only way to run a company, and they're not seeking for better ways of running a company, okay, then you're losing the opportunity of really coming up with some really good ideas, okay? I do encourage them, okay, that there are certain ratios, okay, that you should be looking at, all right? So when my daughter started work and she applied her skills, I believe that in everybody's head there are 2 flywheels. There is a flywheel that is creative as all Dickens and goes at 6,000 RPMs, okay? I think there's a financial flywheel that some people can't get off 6 RPMs, okay? And the success of an entrepreneur and a business person is when you can get a balance between the creativity and the financial world of a business, okay? Where those flywheels are kind of working in harmony, okay? And some are so overly creative, okay, that they don't understand that this flywheel is going to get rusty and it's going to cause you problems, right? So one of the things that was interesting about my daughter is she had this unbelievable skill set, all right? And it was about fashion, it was about creativity, and she was bold enough to go downtown and be one of the first retailers in the city. And the city responded very well. You know, they wrote about her, they pumped her up, okay? And she was on TV and she was being promoted, and I would sit there and watch her income statement, okay? And I would tell her that, Megan, at a 46% margin in this type of business, trying to turn inventory 4 times, you cannot grow at the rate of growth you are growing. And I was trying to put a little WD-40 in that one flywheel, okay? Well, this other one is burning up 6,000 RPMs, 7,200 RPMs. Okay, this one is going 6 RPMs, 3 RPMs, okay? And I said, okay, you're eventually going to run out of cash because you can't grow at that kind of speed. I think it really came to bearing when Missouri State University asked her to speak to a marketing class, and I snuck in the background, and she didn't know I was there, and I was listening to her on stage. Did a phenomenal job on end caps and, you know, discounts and seasonal promotional ideas and listening to your customer and buying for your customer, and all that stuff was beautiful. Then she said, the worst thing about business is the financials, okay? And I swear to God, there was a rope that pulls the curtains, you know, opened and closed, and I was going to hang myself at that particular point in time because there was a serious gap between the way she was looking at the business and the way I was looking at the business, okay? So we finally came to a middle ground, okay? And that was when she totally ran out of cash. All right? Then we suggested that she might consider taking her associates, training them into markups and sales and how to handle seasonal adjustments and have everybody get in line with the financials and tie the cash flow to the success of the business. And that was like probably my longest lead time of anybody I ever worked with in terms of the great game of business. Okay, but eventually the light bulb goes on, all right? And the store does really, really well. The girls in the store, 7 associates, know how to play the game, and all their life is much easier as a result of living within their means and living within the ability to be able to service their customers and have a quality of life.